Hello everybody, my name's Andy Kingston. I'm 59 years old. I've had tinnitus 3 times now. On 2 occasions, it's lasted about a couple of months or so, and it's finally gone completely. It's completely cleared, and I've done that through basically exercise, some mind control techniques, and basically what I'm saying is on my 3rd occasion, I started with tinnitus in 2016. In 2016, I had it extremely severe, and that was from diazepam withdrawal, in my belief. So that's where I think I got it really seriously from. Unfortunately, I also believe that certain drugs, benzodiazepines, for example, do help with tinnitus. However, they also at the same time give you a rebound effect afterwards. That's my belief. And also, I've suffered from general anxiety disorder throughout my life. So in other words, I'm a very anxious individual, unfortunately. And tinnitus, in my opinion, is created by the central nervous system becoming too hyperactive. I believe this because of one, my studies in biochemistry and biology in my honours degree, and what I've studied over the years with regarding to tinnitus and brain function, and I suppose also the endocrine system. So that's a system of signalling in your body, such as adrenaline, cortisol, all the rest of it. So my belief is that essentially tinnitus is created by a completely overstimulated nervous system. When you're in a heightened state, you pick up the noise where otherwise you wouldn't. I also believe that when you're in an heightened state, it can generally be because you have a dysfunction of GABA production in the brain. And GABA is a chemical, it's a neurotransmitter in the brain, and this neurotransmitter calms your brain activity down. In other words, what's happening, or this is my belief, is that the signals coming in from your ear, those signals you wouldn't normally hear, are getting picked up in the auditory area of the brain, what processes them signals. And because this is hyperactive and you are overstimulated, you're hearing these noises. The only way I believe you can get rid of it is through exercise, doing all the different types of exercises, cycling, running, weights as well can help. And that's how I've cured myself. And at the same time, using forms and means of ways of thinking differently about tinnitus. So not allowing yourself to get carried away with it and allowing it to become a huge, huge problem for you. Because the more you worry about tinnitus, the more heightened your nervous system is going to become. And the more heightened it becomes, the worse your tinnitus will become. It's simple as that. So like a positive feedback loop. Become anxious, your tinnitus will get worse. This is what I believe, and this is what I've seen, especially with my tinnitus. And the only way I've ever been able to break that cycle is to completely ignore it. You have to habituate to it. So it's extremely hard to do. It's not an easy process. A lot of people, I'm going to say it's going to work for you because who knows, it might not do. It probably won't if you're not willing to really put the huge amount of effort into it, but you can actually do it. I've done it twice before. This 3rd time I've had it since 2016, where I had it extremely bad, so bad that I couldn't even watch the television or anything for months on end. It was horrendous. So I know what people are suffering if they have it really severe. It can be awful. Mine was horrendous. Now, very rarely ever notice it. Obviously years later, so I very rarely notice it, and it very rarely bothers me. However, if I look at how I had it when I first started to how I am now, I would expect if it carries on that progress within maybe another year's time, I probably won't have it at all. And in fact, actually, on occasions when my general anxiety disorder isn't too bad, it's never noticeable. It's always there, but it's very never noticeable. The only time I notice it is when I log into one of these websites and see the word tinnitus, or when I'm laid in bed. Obviously, you don't notice it when it's calm and it's quiet and there's nothing much going on. Your activity, your brain slows down a bit, and then you can hear it all the time, obviously. But mine is extremely mild now, so I'm nearly cured again. So what I'm saying is, I've decided to create this channel on YouTube where I'm going to post videos on the ways that I have eliminated the stress and anxiety in my life so I can calm down my nervous system, and how I've done that. And also some of the science behind what I believe. This is my belief. What I totally believe is what causes tinnitus. I don't believe it's anything to do with what's going on in your ear itself. It's nothing to do with the eardrum, or nothing to do with compacted ears with your wax, all these sort of things. Yes, they can make it worse, exacerbate it. And of course, if you're already nervous and you've got compacted ears, then essentially what can happen, in this my belief again, is you can start obviously having a heightened nervous system, and you pick up the sounds which you wouldn't normally hear, which is tinnitus. Once you've had it cleaned out, generally some people do find relief, and then that's the way they've got rid of the tinnitus. But for some, it doesn't completely clear it at all, because the nervous system's heightened. So the channel is just to explore ways and means, so we can help ourselves with our tinnitus. And hopefully, like me, you might get massive relief from it, even get, like I did on 2 occasions, cured from it. I'm hoping I'm going to be cured from it again. But at the same time, I also do delve deeply into the science of tinnitus and actually how the brain works. And I have also quite a lot of knowledge on sport and science and everything like that, and nutrition and all these sort of things. I have qualifications in nutrition and etc. And they have helped me hugely in the path towards clearing myself of this terrible, terrible thing called tinnitus. So I'm hoping that the channel is going to help you. What I'd say to you is subscribe to the channel. It's free. Nobody's asking for any money here. I couldn't give a monkey's about money. I'm not here for the money. I'm here to help people and to help myself as well. And, you know, let's hope we can cure tinnitus. My aim. This is my belief. And you don't have to take my advice. I'm not expecting anybody to take my advice. All I'm saying is what I think is causing tinnitus. And the whole idea of the channel is just to help people. Don't take my advice if you don't believe I'm correct. That's fine. I'm not expecting you to take my advice. All I'm saying is have a look at the channel, see what you think. If it helps you, that's great. I'm not going to accept liability for anything what I put on the channel. It's there just for people to look at and see where they go. And that's it. Thank you.